Hi, I'm Lucy James and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man.
Straight out of Diamond Star Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you is Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows considered lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan. I got Dragon Balls. I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. I've changed the light, see if it makes any difference or not. I don't know if it does or not. Anyway, it's going to be the podcast 392. So hopefully you've enjoyed the last couple of weeks where we did an F1 special and we did the X-Men special last week. I love the X-Men. There wasn't many games that I loved. That's how bad it got. But anyway, this is 392. As always, we're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. So stream it, buy it, play it, use any of the songs on YouTube, any way you want. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. And if you like what you hear, please go to audiobooksontape.com, search One Up Gaming. You can buy our first 100 podcasts, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So that is that. So I will just say this week I'll skim over a couple of the things that we talk about. So Dead Island 2, Nova Core Chaos, Bio Inc. Redemption, Times in Galaxy, a bit of Biker Mice from Mars on the PS2. We talk about the Spaceman, great movie, and the Games of the Generation we talk this week. So join us after this quick break with episode 392 with me, David, and One Up Gaming. So back in a couple of seconds.
Hi, I'm Matt Kapp, the lead artist on Binding of Isaac Rebirth and the creator of Castle in Darkness, and I listen to the One Up podcast.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Still David, still One Up Gaming. It's just me, isn't it? Episode 392 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So this is where we talk about, I think we've got about 10 games to talk about and a movie. So that's pretty cool. I like talking about crap. And there's a couple of crap things on here. There's a few that are actually quite good. There's one that I'm going to ask people how the hell I messed up so badly on. But I guess we'll go straight into the biggest game at the time, Dead Island 2. I know it came out end of last year, but it's just come out on the Game Pass. And I loved the graphics of it. I loved how the zombies deform when you hit them and things break away and chunks come out of them. It looks amazing. I felt as though the gameplay is very similar to the original Dead Island game, which some people might see it as a hindrance, but I quite enjoyed. You know, go here, go there, pick this up, do that, and just hit a load of shit. And it's quite fun, and I really enjoyed it. So Dead Island 2, I thought Dan Buster did a mint job of the game. It was in sort of like a massive hindrance with the developers over the last few years. But Dan Buster came in, finished the game, and they've done really well. Good on you. So Dead Island 2, great game. Second game is Nova Core Chaos. Now this one is a top-down strategy puzzle game, party game, up to 4 players, where you choose one of 4 or 5 robots, can't remember now, and each robot has a different skill that you can use during the actual game, and it's a bit like the Burger Time sort of games, where people come up to the actual bottom of the screen and they tell you what they want. Then you have to go and make that. Either get the metal, crush it down, put it into the furnace, come back out of it, mix it with something else or other things. I could see with you and a few friends it could be quite fun playing locally, but me on my own I just kind of gave up, to be honest. It looks quite nice. It's not the most cutting edge graphically, but as a little party game it's quite fun. So look at the trailer. If you think it could be quite good, download it and play that game. So next up we have Solar System Simulator. Now this one, I don't think it's officially out just yet, but we got sent a code and I was messing about with it. It's not really a game, but I do love the fact that you can set the game up and create your own like solar system, and everything works in physics, and you can speed it right up to have thousands of years, and you can see where all the planets go, and you can watch things collide and explode, and it looks really nice. It played well on my little PC, and if it plays on my PC it'll play on anything. So Solar System Simulator, more of a just a little mess around tool rather than an actual game, but it looked nice and it played okay. So back to the proper games. Bio Ink Redemption. Now I'm going to make a fool of myself now because I've completely forgotten the name of it, but about 8 years ago now a game came out on mobile that eventually came out on the old PlayStation 3, maybe PlayStation 4 and the Xbox sort of games, and this was, you are a person trying to contaminate the world with a virus. You create a name for the virus, you send it out into the world, add more symptoms, add more things, trying to wipe out as many people as you can. This is a similar game to that, apart from it is just a human body that you have to try and cripple and kill. And I love this game so much. I love the concept of it. It's just weird. And you also have the opposite side of things, where you are trying to save the person by seeing what symptoms they've got and seeing what cures that need to happen to save the patient. Great little game. I really enjoyed it. Bio Ink Redemption, good game. Then we have European Super League on the PS1. Now this game, it actually played quite well on the PS1 and the Dreamcast, and I'd ever guess the PC. And it looked nice, it played nice. It's just one of those games where when you pass the ball, it doesn't like auto go to the player, it goes to the space where you have to move the player into. And because I haven't played this game for like 20 years probably, give or take, it's one of those games where when you are just picking it up to have a go at, you don't pass to your colleagues, you just pass randomly, and it just doesn't feel good. But once you get used to passing to space and moving and stuff, I can see it being really quite good. But because of that, it just wasn't my sort of game. So unfortunately, like the European Super League of the last few years, it's just not good. Not a good idea. So next up we played LiberoGrande, and this one is, it's a bit like the, I don't know if it's like the place that like the FIFA or the PES, the one where it's like be a pro mode where you control one player on the team, and it was that one viewpoint of you running around the pitch, kicking and shooting and stuff, tackling. This is that, but it was on the PS1. It was, I think it was originally an arcade game back in the day. It actually plays quite well, but unlike the FIFA games and the PES games, you don't really play as the position, so you don't get scored like minuses for coming out of position and getting like losing the ball and things like that. I don't know why I'm playing with the wall, but it's one of those games where you literally have to just run around after the ball and kick and shoot and do everything to get good scores. And I can understand why that would be. It's an old game, and they were probably thinking no one would play it if you were just a centre back and just had to sit in the position and not move. But other than that, it's good, it's chunky, really good graphics for the time, and I loved it. I thought it was like really fast and smooth, and I just enjoyed the time with the game. So the next game is called Times and Galaxy. Now this game, I've got wrote down closed beta. I mean, I don't know why it'd be a beta. Oh, sorry, if I'm American, a beta, which I hate it when they say beta, because it's like it's a BE. You don't. It's not a BA. But anyway, Times in Galaxy. It's a side-scrolling, point-and-click adventure sort of game. It's you are a robot with feelings. The first ever robot with feelings. It's a like a reporter, and you have to like look into things and sort of like see how things happen. And it seemed good. I liked the writing. I liked the gist of the game. Seemed quite funny. There's a video of that up on our YouTube channel, so have a look at that. We also played Biker Mice from Mars. This one's for the PS2. Now, if you've got a Super Nintendo, then the Biker Mice from Mars on that is amazing. It's very much like rock and roll racing, like the isometric sort of viewpoint over the head, and you shooty, racy, and it's great. This one's more of a behind the guy going into the screen, like Crash Bandicoot, shooting and doing stuff on the bike as you're racing through levels. In my own mind, it's not as good, but I love the Biker Mice from Mars. I really want to see like a full-grown movie of it. I think it'd be cool. So next up, we have Theme Park World. Now, I played this on the PS2. I've never really heard of Theme Park World. I loved Theme Park on like the Sega Saturn. I guess I'd have played it on, and it was amazing. I loved it. And this Theme Park World, I think it's all full 3D now, so all the stuff's in 3D, so you can rotate around and do stuff. But I mean, I can't remember. Like did it come out on the PS1? I can't remember. If it did, I might have played it, because I played a few games on the PS1. I skipped the PS2 kind of because I got into the Xbox, which is weird because like everyone else is like, everyone's had a PS2. No, I've only just recently got back into it. So yeah, Theme Park World. From what I played, it was very, very similar to the old Theme Park game. I guess they just like made it look a little bit better and made it run smoother. But yeah, Theme Park World, really good little game. And the last game that we played this week was Virtua Pro Football. So this is like I think it's the team who made 90 Minutes on the Dreamcast. When the Dreamcast stopped being manufactured, I guess Sega just said, right, make another football game using the engine, but call it Virtua, just so it blends in with some of our big names. And from what I played of it, it looked good. It played alright. The problem I had with it, which hopefully one of you guys will be able to let me know, whenever I received the ball, the camera zoomed right in, and it wouldn't let me move. I could only like shield the ball and I could pass it. But every time I received the ball, it kept doing that. Now, I was tapping all the buttons on the pad and I couldn't work out how to stop it doing that. I've watched some videos where it doesn't do that. So I don't know what I've done and what... I just don't know. But I did like the graphics. I thought they were quite cool. Some of the player faces actually look really, really good. I mean, I was really impressed with that. So that's all the games we've been playing this week. special mention to a movie, and that was The Spaceman. And I've never heard of this before, but it's a newish movie with Adam Sandler. There we go. I knew it had come to me eventually. And watching it it's one of those movies where you can tell it's a really, really low budget movie, but the acting, the script, the story is really compelling, and I really, really enjoyed it. I fell in love with his little friend. I won't go into any details, but I thought it was amazing. I really loved it. And yeah, so if you've got, I think it's on Netflix. If you've got Netflix, give it a go. The Spaceman. I thought it was really cool. So it's been me, David, One Up Gaming, for episode 392 of the Games Played This Week section. We'll have a quick break, and we'll be back with more.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming Podcast.
Up next on the One Up Gaming Podcast is 10 Minutes of Nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 Minutes of Nothing. Yeah, 10 Minutes of Nothing.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. Now we're going to go through... I guess if I just sort of say this is episode 392 of the One Up Gaming Podcast. We've already gone through the games played this week, so if you haven't watched it, check that out. We're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity, so please check that out. Google it, download it, play it. This is the 10 minutes of nothing, where basically what that means is, as I'm clicking away on this, what that basically means is, as I'm getting this all set up, there we go, I'm all set. This is a part of the show where I talk about a topic, and I set myself a 10-minute timer, so if I haven't finished the talk by then it just stops after the 10-minute timer. Hopefully we have enough time to talk about the stuff that I'm talking about. It's always my cup of tea that keeps coming up. So this week's topic is going to be the game of the generation so far. So to qualify, it can only be a current gen game. It can't be a game that came out for previous gens. So that basically means like Halo Infinite, Spider-Man, the one for PS4, PS5, that can't qualify. Anything that came out for the PS5 but also had a PS4 version. Anything that came out on the Xbox Series consoles and also had an Xbox One version. So Forza Horizon 5 can't be included. Just loads and loads of games that you think, oh my god, that's amazing. It can't be included. It really can't be included. So many games have a last gen version. It's amazing how many games don't have just current gen. So we'll start the timer now, and as I say, 10 minutes. So I'll just read through some of the games that I've got, which I wrote down, which I've googled around, and I can only see current gen versions of these games. So I've included PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and the Nintendo Switch, because technically that is Nintendo's current gen system. So the best games I can find that are current gen only: Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Tekken 8, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2, The Talos Principle 2, Dead Space 2023, Fire Emblem Three Houses, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Immortality, Overcooked All You Can Eat, Pikmin 4, Final Fantasy 16, Deathloop, Scorn, The Medium, Forspoken, Ghostwire Tokyo, Destruction All-Stars, Returnal, and Forza Motorsport. They're all the games I could find that are current gen only, and if I've made a mistake, I do apologise. Please leave comments or tell us the games that you think should have been included in the list. But I will just go through some of these games now. So, Destruction All-Stars, no. By the time I got a PS5, they'd already shut the bloody game down. I really wanted to play this game. I love the idea of Destruction Derby, but you can get out of the car and run around and do stuff. I thought that could be cool. So that's a big fat 0. And another one, Ghostwire Tokyo. I thought it looked amazing. I loved the story, but the movement and stuff was a bit janky, and it just died on arrival, really. I think people were expecting like a full first-person shooter sort of thing, and it wasn't that. Forspoken, I think this was like one of the worst games to launch on the PS5, so that was bad. I guess we'll move up to these games at the top. Super Mario Odyssey. Now, I will say that I loved Super Mario Odyssey. It was amazing, but I just don't see it as being to be classed as one of the games of the generation. I guess under that same bracket, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I will say that, again, it was an amazing game, but I don't see it as a game of the generation. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, no. Animal Crossing New Horizons, no. Last of Us Remastered Part 2, no. It's a great game, but it's almost identical to the PS4 version. The Talos Principle 2, no. Fire Emblem, no. Immortality, no. Overcooked, no. Scorn, I love the graphics and the art and the aesthetic, but the gameplay was shite. No. The Medium, I just felt that it looked nice. It was just weird having the dual screen and the stuff. No. Forza Motorsport, I love Forza, it's one of my favourite series of all times, but it just wasn't good. It was good, it just wasn't great. And when you're doing these games, if you want it to go for the generational game, then it just can't be good. It has to be great. So, yeah. So let's have a look what we're left with. We're left with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Tekken 8, Hi-Fi Rush, Alan Wake 2, Dead Space 2023, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Pikmin 4, Final Fantasy 16, Deathloop, and Returnal. So they're the games that we've got now. So I'll be going back through and say Hi-Fi Rush, loved it to death, looked gorgeous, played amazing. I love the story, I love the music, I love the graphics. It was just a lower end sort of release, so I can't have that as the game of the generation so far. I guess Dead Space, it looked great, it just didn't have that wow factor of some of the other games in the series, and you can't have that as the game of the yeah. Having said that, Deathloop, I loved it to bits. It was so much better than I was thinking it would be, but yeah, I just don't think it was that. It can't be called the game of the generation. Same as Final Fantasy 16, good game. It's just losing track of what Final Fantasy is when more action orientated. Pikmin 4, I think it's too similar to the other Pikmins. They've taken some bits and bobs out, so it makes it easier to play, but I still think it's very similar to some of the other games. Right, so what we're left with. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I think it looks amazing, it plays really well, but it just looks like a shinier version of the Ratchet and Clank games, in my opinion. So you could show someone like a PS4 game and they'd have fun playing it, and it wouldn't be that different, I don't think. Now this is going to hurt because I love this game so much. I thought it looked amazing, it played amazing, but that is Tekken 8, and that one, I was just so shocked at how good that game was. But I was just, and again, I'm actually shocked it is just out on the current gen stuff. I just then looked at Street Fighter 6, but that is also on PS4 and Xbox One. I guess we have to take Returnal off. Amazing game, absolutely amazing. I loved it. Very, very good. It looks amazing. It plays amazing. It's just not a game of the generation. So we are left with right, they're all deleted. So we're left with Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I think it did amazing things, but I have to take Flight Simulator off. I love the fact that you could be flying through and get a real-time update on weather, and then the game would actually process that and get stuff like that in the game. I think that was an amazing thing. Some of the tech involved in that could probably go into some open-world games and make them stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, in my opinion, which doesn't mean nothing, but my opinion, The Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a better overall game than Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is absolutely brilliant, but Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy, and you've played it before. Yes, they've tweaked it and redone it, and it plays amazing, it looks amazing, but I just feel The Legends of Zelda games is just up there. So we have 1 minute left, and there's only 2 games left on the list. No, sorry, there's 3. There's Marvel's Spider-Man 2, The Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and there is Alan Wake 2. So there is 2 games in this that have, I say similar, but they've got a similar style and vibe. All out graphics and aesthetics and story. And one, it's like, it's got a mass open world. You make your own story, you get your own stuff going. And yes, it's very similar to the Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think that's the only thing going against it at this point. Spider-Man 2, it looks good, it plays well, it cost $200 million to make. I think the Alan Wake 2's got a better story. So for me, Alan Wake 2 is absolutely stunning. I love the music, I love the game, I love the visual style, but at the end of the day, it is a very similar game to a lot of the other games. And the only game on the list that I think you can have multiple hours of great fun is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So that is the game of the generation. So that is the 10 minutes of nothing. Let us know what you guys think of that. It's been me, David, One Up Gaming, episode 392, I think. I really should actually write all this stuff down, shouldn't I? But yeah, 392, the One Up Gaming. Do you know what? I am actually on it. Yeah, 392, the One Up Gaming podcast. So I'll have a quick break and back after this.
Hi, my name is Justin. I'm the developer of PurRocket, an iOS space game with cats. And I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast. You can find a link to download my game at facebook.com/PurRocket.
So yeah, it's still David, still One Up Gaming, it's still the end of 392. So hopefully you've enjoyed what you've watched, hopefully you've enjoyed what you've listened to as well, either on the video side on the YouTube or on the audio side just with a podcast. Please Google Games Inspired Music, buy the album, stream the music, stream the songs, add some of these songs to your YouTube videos. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity, and it really helps with that. So please help us help them. That's all I can ask, really. If you want our first 100 podcasts, then you can go to audiobooksontape.com and buy it from them. £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity, which is amazing. It's like, ooh, I've just hit the light. Oh, I'm back. Are we there? What were we doing? I don't know what we do. Where was it? Was it there? I don't know. You can't see, can you? There. I mean, like, I am diabetic, and I use these little sensors so I can keep track of what my blood glucose is doing and all that good stuff. But also, go to our website, oneupgaming.co.uk. We have news, reviews, features, everything up on there. Nice to see people go there. If you like this hat or other bits and bobs, like we normally have t-shirts and baseball caps and mugs, things like that, then please go to our Etsy store. So just go to Etsy, search 1UpGaming. And if you're watching us, please like, subscribe, share, and bell that icon so you know exactly when we have new videos up each and every day. But yeah, so that is it. Episode 392 of the 1UpGaming podcast. It's been me, David. Thank you so much for watching. We're having our 400th episode soon. If you have any ideas of what we can do, please email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. Let us know what's happening, and yeah, please enjoy the shows. I better say bye. I'll see you next week.
I'm a beast. Put in my heart in this. We're the ones who started this. Oh, you don't want no part in this. So it's taking over. Have to say it. Gonna show you either way. You gonna really know of lyrical genius. When I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, my flow than it is meaning. Not gonna back down. I will bow down. Not the keys now. Hi, I am Contact. Listen to what I say. About to show you the way that LGE came. Evolution and change. Revolution remains for LGE. The game has been missing a brain, and I'm claiming that name for LGE. Now you don't really want it. Please believe I'm always on it, and I'll fight you to the death of LGE. Think you can play with me? No, you don't have to wait and see. I'll come to you and you will see about LGE. Cause I spit the coldest fire. Oxymoron for deniers. Such a beast to all you liars. LGE. Why don't you follow me? Contact the hero, obviously, and you will see that you should be about LGE. Oh no, it's fading out. See, my time is running out, and now you all know you should be about LGE. Put in my heart in this. Cause we're the ones who started this. Oh, you don't want no part in this. So it's taking over. Have to say it. Gonna show you either way. You gonna really know of lyrical genius. When I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, my flow than it is meaning. Not gonna back down. I will bow down. Not the king now.
I ain't more than just a lyrical crown. Cause when you hear me, it's more than just sound. The words I spit be more than just nonsense. The more you hear me, the more that I'm common. You can hate on me, but hatred is a must. Time to show the world what they try to keep tough. This is LGE, that's what they gon' have you scream. You can say you had a throne, but I don't see no kings. You could call it me taking my shot, but I see it as the real recognize for what it's not. My eyes open, I can see for what it is. I choose to make mine and change how I live. By doing what I do, ain't worried about the dang biz. You can have a life, cause I got mine. Listen to the fact, LGE is on the rise. Yeah, it seems y'all the mind.
Put in my heart in this. Cause we're the ones who started this. Oh, you don't want no part in this. So it's taking over. Have to say it. Gonna show you either way. You gonna really know of lyrical genius. When I say it, bet I mean it. In a way, my flow than it is meaning. Not gonna back down. I will bow down. Not the king now. I believe me. I wish it rewinded. See me, drink me into the ready for. We're not an issue. If you're mad, then you should let it go. We are set to blow. Too many said that you know. Don't think they will miss you. No, they hear who they've been waiting for. LGE. I hope you know it now. Heard it from a poet. How lyrical genius we are. LGE. Won't ever back down. Don't know how to act now. Glad to only be about LGE. You can agree about how we spit the healers out. Only getting leaders out of LGE. Too bad it's over for you. This what we told you we do. Now you would know that it was LGE. Put in my heart. We put our heart in this. Started this, so you don't want no part in no LGE. We taking over. Have to say it. Gonna show you the way you gonna really know of LGE. Cause every coming genius, when I say it, you know it mean it. In the way my flow did it, it's meaning LGE. Not gonna back down. I'ma bow down. Not the kings now. LGE. Put in my heart. Yeah. Once it started, no more part in this. LGE. It's taking over. We're taking over. Gonna show you either way you gonna really know of LGE. The recording genius. When I say it better, I mean it. In the way we know that it is meaning LGE. Not gonna back down. I'ma bow down. Recognize the kings now. LGE. Yeah. That's how we do it. How we do it. Yeah. LGE. Contact. Better feel me. LGE.